Hey guys, this is Denny.
And this is James. Denny has changed his clothes. I have not, because I'm a dirty old man.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a week later from my last episode.
I know, this is a week later and I haven't changed.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, what do we got going on in here, James?
So we got some nice, fresh autumn maocha from Essence of Tea, from Guafengzhai. So some huge, gorgeous-looking leaves.
Yep.
Autumn leaves do tend to be bigger. Leaves from this area also do tend to be large. So it is the perfect storm to get some giant old leaves.
Yeah, and looking pretty clean in here. This is definitely going to be young. We're going to have just a significantly different flavor profile.
Mm-hmm.
The liqueur is going to steep out more differently, than your aged raw pu'erh.
Yep. And this is also autumn material, importantly, which is going to change the inherent character of the tea as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and pour this out. Give it a nice yellow. And I will let James give this a smell. Go for it, sir.
So lots of really fresh sugarcane, floral aromas.
Really aromatic.
I'm pretty sure Danny's going to get some interesting notes off of this.
Ooh, smells super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
floral.
aromatic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. I feel like the older the leaves get, the green pigment, it just loses that green pigment. But these ones, obviously, being young, still have that. So that kind of like dull gray or green gray color.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be good enough.
So getting it's a little cloudy, but mainly yellow liqueur. Of course, when it comes to these things, it could always be my chow hai. No,
Yeah.
It's actually pretty clear. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I think it's clear enough to drink. I'll give this a shot.
Oh, I agree. I'll drink it.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's thick. Immediate reaction.
Yeah. 100%. Sweet. It's
Not very bitter yet.
yeah, no, definitely not. It's got nice floral notes. I think it has a really nice honeysuckle floral sweetness to it that lingers.
Yeah.
I think it's thick, but it's not super complex quite yet.
No, I would agree with that.
And it's got those Pu'erh kind of intense
Yeah,
flavors.
Like if you had gone for twice the time there, we would be we would probably get a little bit of mouth pucker.
Yeah, I agree. A little much there.
So-
Plenty of leaf, I think, at this
but-
ratio.
But I mean, it speaks well to the quality of the tea if it's thick, but it's also pleasant to drink. It's not like thick and oh my god,
Yeah.
I need to throw up right now because this tea is so
Precisely.
bitter.
Yeah, no.
It's thick, but in like a good, it balances out that sort of like strength.
And
Really pretty looking leaves.
yeah, I mean they're huge, nice, and they look like they're all hand picked. You don't see any of the machine chopping at all. So the way that you tell that is just by looking at the edges of the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give that a smell. And I like my young raws to be
A little creamy, actually.
erring on the cooler side when I'm pouring.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be drinking a lot of tea today, so I don't want to burn my mouth, more importantly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Cheers. Salute.
Continues to be very pleasant. I want to say it's a little bit Cornish and creamy. Still getting some mainly floral, fresh, crisp notes off of this.
And one of the things that I do, and I've done a million times, and we've all done on the show, is talk about what it isn't. So it's not roasty, it's not fruity, it's not smoky.
Yeah.
It's a little bit minerally.
Yeah. It's a touch nutty, but not too much.
Yeah, I think the creamy description is right on as well. Yeah, in that like kind of condensed powdered milk, creamy kind of a way.
And what about the aftertaste? How is it lingering in your mouth?
I think that there's a hint of pucker. It's it's making me salivate a little bit.
Yep.
And make sure I don't oversteep this. And there are just this like subtle hint of sweetness on the tip of my tongue that's lingering. So which I find quite nice.
Yeah, I would say for me this tea is lingering. In comparison, it's interesting because we did just have the tea from the previous episode, despite Denny changing his sweater. And that tea did a lot in the throat, and I would say this is very focused in the mouth. I would say this is thicker. There's more of sort of like this aftertaste that I'm tasting at the front of my mouth, towards the back, but not as much happening in the throat. Maybe a little bit, but not as much in comparison.
I think it's right on.
Yeah.
I agree entirely. From a texture perspective, I think it is thicker, and yet lighter. The flavors themselves are a little bit lighter. So.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very smooth overall.
Yeah.
Like I detect even less of like hints of that bitterness now.
Yeah, it's this. So like the sweetest has like young Pu'erh that I've had ever. I think is that pound cake.
Yeah.
But it has, with the sweetness, there's not quite as much interesting stuff going on as well. This has a great balance of sweetness with a little bit of those bitter notes. It's going to evolve a lot, and it's quite nice.
Yeah. So compared to the pound cake, you would say that this has a little bit more different aspects rather than just sheer sweetness.
I think so. Yeah, I think there's a larger range of flavors basically.
Okay.
So we have sweetness in this. There's also a little bit of the bitterness. There's some floral notes. It's a little bit creamy as well.
The fragrance of the pound cake was also very unique in comparison to this. I'd say this is very standard sort of fragrance.
Right.
Very nice still.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this that far away on camera,
Yeah,
but
you can't complain about the leaf quality here.
yeah, really big, beautiful leaves, very fluffy, and we're using 4 grams for what is this, 90?
70.
70. Wow.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this one more steeping,
All right.
and yeah, James,
We're
if
good.
folks wanted to learn more about Essence of Tea.
Yeah, you guys should go check out essenceoftea.com. They are based in Malaysia. They also do their pressings. We've been satisfied with the few that we've tried on the show. We also reviewed their Green Peacock, which I am a big fan of, a few weeks back. A Malaysian store, Pu'erh. They also do Wooey, so they dabble in a lot of different tea genres, and in general, they do a pretty good job at all of them. Thank you guys for sending us this. And let's see, you guys can find out more about tea. Do you want to cover the TDBs?
Why don't you check us out on tdb.org.
Yeah.
Subscribe below. Let's think about this.
We'll just point everywhere, so we'll get it at some point.
Hit the red button. Hit the red button.
Unless it says unsubscribe.
Then don't do that.
Don't do that.
And you can check us out for weekly videos where we're doing tastings together. We're doing in between episodes. We're on Periscope. We're on Twitter. We do have a Facebook page as well. You can check us out on our newsletter as well. And just we love to connect, hear back from you folks. Let us know what you guys are drinking. And until next time, guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Cheers.